Basically, the blues, and particularly what we call shuffle music, really somewhat originated in Houston and in Texas. And a lot of the popular blues guitar players either lived there or originated there, such as Gatemouth Brown, Wide Mouth Brown, T-Bone Walker, Lightning Hopkins, and I could go on. Cal Green of the Midnighters, from Hank Ballard and the Midnighters. In fact, when Bobby Blue Bland first put his band together, most of the musicians was from Houston.
Come on, man, blow it now, blow it now.
And they created a sound. Then you have like the saxophone players that come from Houston. There's such a thing as what they used to call, and they still do, they call it the Texas tenor sound, you know, which Arnett Coleman had it. Billy Harper has it now. There was another great saxophone player, Don Wilkerson, who played with Ray Charles. A lot of people, you think Ray Charles, you think of Fathead Newman, although he's from Texas too. But the real Texas sound was, the Houston sound was Don Wilkerson. And he played the early sax solos with Ray Charles. And then the band I left Texas with was also Little Richard's band, which had Texas tenor saxophones in it, and Texas guitar player. The Upsetters, which is Little Richard's band. That's the band that brought me to New York. When I was coming up, Houston had a music scene. I mean, it had a very serious music scene. It was almost like you didn't really have to go to New York or Los Angeles. You could stay right there in Houston. They had record company, Duke Records, owned by a guy named Don Roby, you know, and they was Johnny Ace, a lot of R&B acts was from there, you know, so, and then the acts was getting musicians from Houston to go on the road, so it was, you know. And I grew up in a music family, so I'm going to identify with music more than anything. The neighborhood that I grew up in Houston is a neighborhood called Clinton Park. Yeah, it's not a very popular neighborhood, but the one thing that I'm proud about Clinton Park is that Clinton Park was owned and purchased by African Americans before I was born. So that's, you know, it's nothing, you know, I guess I can say I'm proud of that because those people achieved something that was very hard to do at the time. I have actually been in New York 40 years, and I came here because I actually had a brother here who was a jazz musician, and I come from a musical family, and that's kind of what brought me to New York. My brother was already living here. He knew all the jazz musicians, you know, Cleanhead, Vincent, all these people. He knew them personally. They was all friends. So I figured I better come to New York and check it out. As great as New York is, you kind of have to come here. But New York doesn't change Texas musicians, particularly their sound and everything, as much as other musicians change. Nothing wrong with it, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that's, you know, nobody's better and nothing like that. I'm just saying Texas musicians, for some reason, they don't lose the Texas sound or the, you know, the blues guitar sound.
Now when you see me coming, go and get your rocking chair. When you see me coming, baby, go on, get your rocking chair. And remember one thing, darling, Melvin used to live with you. Oh, rock me, babe. One time before I go. Yeah, rock me, baby.
y'all, Melvin Sparks.